What are you doing?
I'm just out getting some video.
Why are you taking pictures of our yard?
You're not doing anything wrong. As long as we're not going over the fence, I'm totally...
I was literally on the cusp of trying my pole vaulting skills, but I thought the better of it.
Why are you making it a deal? I'm just asking what you're doing.
JJ.
We have a lot of theft going on, so that makes me suspicious of you.
Yeah, I'm no comment.
Okay.
So
All right.
I don't want to be recorded, man.
Well, I mean, that's just not how it works, though.
Okay.
It's not your
Well,
liberty.
I mean, you got a mask on.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know why.
I have no idea. JJ said you wanted to talk to me.
Sure you can. This is private property beyond that fence. So what are you working on?
It's not private property.
Absolutely, 100% it is. This is public property. That is private.
Hey, JJ, you're gonna bring your general manager out, or what's up?
Oh, you can come out?
JJ, come on. What is it? I mean, what's next? Are we gonna start thinking Red Dawn, North Koreans?
All right, hold on. Let me get my general manager. Right. Let me get my general manager.
That's a little strange, JJ.
You gonna hang out for a few minutes?
Hey everyone, I am free. It's October 30th, 2023. I am in the city of Port Orchard, Kitsap County, Washington State. Actually heading on over to the West Sound Utility District. Heard a lead, that somebody went in there to get some things done at the district. Couldn't get it done, but they were having issues with the customer service reps and with some managers. So I'm actually going there to do a public records request, see if there's any merit to the claims that are being made. Good, what's up?
Just curious what you're up to.
Oh, just out enjoying the day.
Okay.
Sorry, what's up?
What are you doing?
I'm just out getting some video.
Why are you taking pictures of our yard?
I just got something I'm working on.
What are you working on?
Nah, I can't share that with you.
Sure you can. This is private property beyond that fence. So what are you working on?
It's not private property.
Absolutely, 100% it is. This is public property. That is private.
Am I back there?
Why are you making it a deal? I'm just asking what you're doing.
JJ.
We have a lot of theft going on, so that makes me suspicious of you.
JJ, you're the one making a deal out of it.
What's that?
You're the one making a deal of it.
I'm telling you, we have a lot of theft going on back here currently. So that's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Well, if you've literally got theft occurring back there right now, you might want to go back there and stop them from taking the things. I'm not one of the people back there.
I'm not saying you are. That's why it's curious when people are taking pictures over a fence. It concerns me because we have theft going on.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No. Does it look like I'm one of the people committing theft?
Well, no, currently, but what does a person committing theft look like?
JJ, come on. What is it? I mean, what's next? Are we gonna start thinking Red Dawn, North Koreans?
All right, hold on. Let me get my general manager. Right. Let me get my general manager.
That's a little strange, JJ.
You gonna hang out for a few minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be in the general area. Yeah. All right. Hey, can I get a PRR form?
What's that?
Can I get a PRR form?
I can't hear you.
Can I get a PRR form?
PRR.
Public records request. Thanks. I'm already being helped. Go ahead.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, good to go. Thanks.
Hi, I was just gonna say, I'm good. Thank you. I'm a visa, right? Yeah, sure, I can do that for you. Okay.
Here's that, and then I guess it's also
I might as well get mileage for
I guess
that.
it's also online as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Hey, JJ, yeah, you're gonna bring your general manager out, or what's up?
Oh, you can come out?
No?
I thought you were just standing right here talking.
I have no idea what your GM looks like. Is it the guy that gave me the form?
How can I help you?
Oh, I'm being held.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea. JJ said you wanted to talk to me.
I just got requested, somebody wanted to talk to me.
No, JJ's the one that interrupted me out there. I have no idea what his issue was.
Okay, so is there something you need help with?
No, he seemed like he wanted. Well, you wanted me to talk to your GM. Am I correct?
What I said, what I was asking him, he wasn't answering. What he said was, so we have staff, and so I was curious about what he was doing.
Yeah, probably not a good idea right now with the theft that's gone on around here the last few months.
So then he took offense to that, and I said, well, we'll talk.
Well, just more surprise. I mean, obviously, if someone's just gonna go and steal things, one wouldn't think they would do it at about 2:00 in the afternoon with an orange jacket with a camera. Usually, there's a more clever way of going about theft. I mean, just off the top of my head, that's what I think. So, all right, is everything good here?
If you don't need assistance.
No, I don't.
Okay.
We good, JJ?
Yeah,
Red Dawn's not going to happen, all right?
what's that?
Red Dawn is not going to happen, all right?
Conspiracy theories.
Kind of seems like it, JJ. You have a good day, all right? Just chill out. All right, take care, buddy. Wow. What a weirdo. Jeez. Sheriff's deputy here. How's it going? So that guy JJ inside was telling me you guys are experiencing a lot of theft. That's the case?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long's that been going on for?
Oh, over a year, couple years.
About a year? Oh, a couple
years,
years.
yeah.
What kind of stuff are they stealing?
Lots of wire. They cost us. They stole some wire that cost us over 10 grand to replace.
How does someone steal 10 grand of wire? Or is it like
We have really
compact?
big spools of wire. It's for well pumps,
Okay.
like really big well pumps. They pump like 600-700 gallons a minute. So it's a really big cable. Damaging.
Is that why the fence is damaged over there?
No, that was from a lot of so like vac trucks or water trucks that come in. We'll have them fill here instead of trying to go to a hydrant and stealing water, And so
Oh, I
we have
see.
a fill station back there, and when it opened up, one of those contractors clipped the fence. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So that has nothing to do with that. All right.
Yeah,
Obviously, you work here. What do you do here?
just on the crew.
Just
Are
like
you recording me?
I am. Yeah.
Oh.
So what what leads you guys have about any of this theft going on?
I'm not gonna speak to that. I'm not the guy, but anyways, I'm just curious as to why you're here recording.
Yeah, actually, I'm gathering footage about something unrelated. Have you been working here for a while?
Yeah, no comment. So
All right.
I don't want to be recorded, man.
Well, I mean, that's just not how it works, though.
Okay.
It's not your
Well,
liberty.
I mean, you got a mask on,
Yeah,
you know, so I don't know why.
it's cold.
Okay.
Deputy Grondin with the Kitsap County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, hi. Steve.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. How you doing today?
You're not doing anything wrong. As long as we're not going over the fence, I'm totally...
I was literally on the cusp of trying my pole vaulting skills, but I thought the better of it. I thought, you know, I don't have the cool outfits that track and field people do, so...
Perfect.
Yeah, no, I was actually here working on a story completely unrelated, but the guy there was telling me about some sort of theft that they've been experiencing for a couple years, and...
Yeah, so if you see the fence, how it's all mangled
Well, yeah,
up.
but he told me that was from a contractor.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was the first thing I asked him about, because that's a pretty, like, serious thing, but it's high up. So where the
Yeah.
bent in angled fence is, so I thought, wow, maybe they just ran it in. But I was actually wanting to know from him, like, how people are stealing like giant spools of wire and stuff. So
Yeah. All
no
right.
idea. All
Well,
right, you got a card, by the way?
I do.
Cool. I'll say this though, I'm really glad that it's a little bit warmer now than it was this morning. Literally, I was getting some teeth chattering going on. Woo, it was chilly.
Here's that, sir.
Cool, man. Thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Do you have a, well, I know different departments call it different things. Do you have like a call for service number or?
I do. I can write it down on
I
there.
really appreciate it, man. Thanks. And it's Grondin?
Grondin, yes.
Grondin. Okay, cool. I'm not from the areas that usually get much colder than it was this morning here. In the winter?
It gets cold.
Does it? Yeah. I'll try to avoid January, February then.
Where are you from, if you don't mind asking?
Oh, quite a bit further south than here. A lot warmer. Yeah. Kind of in that northern Oregon area. Wet, but not cold. Thanks, Grondin.
Here's that.
Have a good day, man. Take care. Hello. Hey, is your PIO available? Is your PIO available? Your public information officer? Okay, I guess your general manager then? Cool. Yeah, if you could get him. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Oh, yes, actually, I was just looking to ask you a couple questions. So, when I was talking to Deputy Grondin outside, one of your employees walked up, didn't identify himself, but he was mentioning that there's been a lot of thefts, as JJ had identified.
Yeah, that's what I told you earlier.
Yeah, but he was specifically mentioning like large spools of wire. And now that I've basically gathered the content that I have, I'll tell you what I'm doing here. I'm a journalist. I was actually here for a completely different reason. I was here because I received tips and leads about.
Come have a seat.
Sure. I received So I had received tips and leads that there was...
name?
Steve.
Steve,
Yep.
I'm Randy.
Nice to meet you, Randy. So I had received from a source, I don't want to give that source out because it might put that guy in a particularly odd situation, that there was some L&I issues basically back in that corner where I was trying to get video of, that there had been some like basically mishaps with equipment, and then when I took note of the gate with that kind of big bent hit, I was like, that seems kind of weird. That's pretty significant bend on the gate. And when I was talking to your employee out front, he said that it was a contractor.
It was Kitsap County that struck our gate.
Oh, it was the county. It wasn't a contractor. Okay, all right. And was anybody hurt in that?
No.
Okay, and there was no issues relating to that, and perhaps maybe something that went off allegedly in the corner, like an accident involving a vehicle?
No, and we have an open door policy, so if there's someone that has some L&I concerns, they obviously can come to management. And obviously, if they don't feel that that's fruitful, they can contact L&I. They can come out to an investigation.
Yeah, I don't know how far that person has gone with this allegation. I will be clear, it is just that.
So what is the allegation? I'm curious.
That there was an incident regarding a vehicle in the back corner that had injured an employee.
News to me.
Well, that's what I do when I get these tips and leads that come out, and I look into it, and if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. But it particularly struck me as odd with that big of a, bit of damage to the gate. I was like, that kind of seems like maybe something did happen, perhaps. So
yeah, I'll go back and inquire, but I'm not aware of anything. We do have a requirement.
I was told it was back in April.
It doesn't matter. We have a requirement of our employees to report any injuries or accidents or near misses immediately.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
if that did not happen, then there definitely is an internal issue that needs to be addressed.
Sure. Yeah.
But
I would imagine.
we pride ourselves in safety.
Sure.
And so it's important that if there is something that's potentially hazardous or has caused a near miss or something of that nature, we need to ensure that we address that situation.
Okay. Yeah. Well, fair enough. I appreciate that. I'm going to do some public records requests. One of the reasons why I came in to get up here.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm not going to share exactly.
If we can just provide information or answer the questions, it's a lot easier than going through the public records request process.
Sure, and I may take you up on that if you're willing to do another interview in the future.
Because it's a publicly owned agency.
It is,
there's
absolutely.
Complete transparency with the
Sure.
exception of a few items that are excluded, obviously.
Sure. Well, just based on a few things I've seen today, I want to confirm some information with the source that gave me these tips and leads. I want to corroborate some things first before I dig into any other things. If you're willing to maybe do another interview in the future after I've confirmed some things.
Yeah, if you provide us the information, I can help answer your questions.
Sure.
But ambiguously, I can't provide
No, I
anything.
totally appreciate that. I don't want to ask something right now that may almost seem like it's going beyond an allegation or pushing something beyond something I can already corroborate. I want to do my research as a journalist.
Right, and I understand that, but by you bringing this up, you understand I have to go back and ask if there's been anything reported that I have not been made aware of.
Sure. Well, what I can tell you that I'm comfortable with telling
So was
you
there an
is-
injury or?
That's what I was told. It was a leg injury of the vehicle off in that back corner right there, like the far back corner. So if you walk straight out of here to that green fence, there's like a gate that you can go through. You go back into that far corner. I was told there was an accident with like a regular sized truck, one of your just regular.
So the truck struck somebody, they fall out of the truck?
It was a striking, yeah, at somewhat slower speeds is what I was told.
Huh, okay.
So like I said, obviously I wasn't there, so I'm just here looking into things, and there seemed to be enough information based on what the person told me.
Because there was an employee that was injured, I want to say about 6 or 8 months ago, that fell out of a truck, out of the bed of a truck.
Yeah,
That's what they reported.
Yeah, I'll clarify.
So what is the allegation? I'm curious.
That there was an incident regarding a vehicle in the back corner that had injured an employee.
News to me.
And
that's what was reported to our third-party administrator for L&I.
Yeah, and I'll clarify on that. That's why I want to go back and clarify some of these things, because now you're saying like there was an accident involving someone falling out. I want to make sure this person is not that person, and for some reason giving me clearly
they twisted
wrong
from what I recall, without going back and reading the report, they had twisted their leg when they had.
Yeah, I got the leg injury part. Yeah, so that was part of what I was looking into.
And it had exacerbated an old injury from years ago.
Gotcha. Yeah, now I was told it was like a striking kind of a situation, but
yeah, that I don't know about.
Fair enough. If you don't mind it, me asking about the stolen equipment, the spool of wire. The guy that I was talking to said it's really rather large.
So they attempted to steal a spool of wire.
Gotcha. They didn't get it out.
They didn't steal the spool of wire. They attempted to cut it off the spool, very expensive wire.
Gotcha.
And then they cut the leads off of a bunch of pumps, brand new pumps. It cost us it was close to $20,000 to get that replaced.
Wow.
So now you can understand why you're concerned when somebody's
Sure.
out there. Look, and then we had somebody here a few weeks ago, and we had this on video, and the sheriff's department is aware of it. They actually had a book and was trying to punch in numbers to get through our key code system.
Wow. That's
And
interesting.
we've also had, within the last year, we've had someone break into the box and steal the payments out of there.
So with the book that you're talking about, is that some sort of a book that an employee would have?
No, they wouldn't.
Huh.
So we don't know what this book was. We could not tell by the camera footage exactly what was in it.
Did that happen during operating hours?
No, it happened in the evening,
Gotcha.
early in the morning.
Gotcha. So like 3, 4, 5 o'clock, something
6
like that.
o'clock.
Gotcha. Before anybody's really here, basically.
Employees were showing up as they were here.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So,
And they didn't gain entry.
no.
To the wire. What exact? I mean, how big is that wire? Like, what kind of a spool housing is it on?
So I would say the spool's probably 5 foot in diameter.
Wow, that's pretty dang large, and it caused $20,000 a damage.
No, that was just one thing that they damaged. So obviously, we lost some of that wire because of the damage. They tried to cut it with a hacksaw, but they had taken pumps for our lift stations that were stored, and they'd cut all the pigtails or the wire on them off on several of the pumps.
Gotcha.
And that's what cost to replace. So we had to have the manufacturer, in order to maintain warranty on brand new pumps, we had to have them replace them.
Do you have any idea of how these people are gaining access? Are they literally just
Climb over the fence.
Just climb over the fence. That's straight up it. Gotcha. Is it more like from the back? Is it from the front?
This particular access was from the side fence.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it puts us in a precarious position because, number one, as you know, locks only keep honest people honest.
It's true. Yeah, if you want to find a way to get over a fence, you can get over it pretty quick.
You know, so then we have to weigh out the types of security that we want to impose, but at the same time, that can be, you know, we've got to be cognizant of the fact we live in a residential neighborhood. There are kids here. They may be doing things, and the last thing we want to do is hurt some young kid that's
Sure.
annoying.
Yeah, I can certainly appreciate that.
So it kind of puts us in a bad position. So
Sure.
we're overly cautious. Matter of fact, during the evenings, the sheriff spends time here. They do the reports here, and they show up from time to time.
Oh, okay.
And then we keep an eye on who's wandering around. So you walking around with that type of camera and doing this kind of video does raise suspicion.
Yeah, part of being an investigative journalist is just that you got to kind of show up and catch the stuff as it's there. If you start inquiring in advance, I've had situations in times in the past where people have then gone and sort of cleaned things up or whatnot. Not trying to accuse you guys of anything, but you just, if you give people lead time, a lot of the time, if there is something there, they know what you're coming to look at or whatever, and they'll kind of clean it
Well,
up.
if the person feels like there's a valid claim here, they should contact L&I. If they feel like something's being hidden or something.
Yeah, and I'll let them know.
There should be an
I mean,
L&I investigation done if that's what's really going on, or if
Sure.
there's potential hearsay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree with that. As to the theft going on, how long has that been happening now? Would you say, like, to where you consider it serious?
Any theft serious, because this is public money. So
Sure.
they're taking from our customers.
Yeah,
And I'm a customer, I'm a ratepayer too.
sure.
So any theft is not a good theft, but I would say over the last few years, it has, things that we have noticed. There's minor vandalism, those types of things, but things where we've noticed that they've come in and really,
Like that wire. Gotcha. Okay. So for about 3 years, would you say? Is that?
Well, what we noticed, and I can't correlate or state that this has anything to do with it, since the homeless situation has kind of created itself in the park across the street. This is basically, we've correlated the two in a sense, but we can't say that's because of it.
Sure.
But
Correlation, but not causation. Fair enough. Okay.
No.
No, that's good to know. I mean, like I said, I was here for a completely different reason, but finding out about this just, on the spot, this is going to be good for the public to know as well, and maybe they can then go seek redress of their grievances with their elected officials and maybe get more security here or something to help.
Well,
these issues.
everything comes at a cost.
It sure does.
So that's one of the problems, like I said, we run into. And one of the elected officials and myself just had this discussion last week about reviewing our security cameras and how we do things, because, if you know the different tiers of law enforcement, there's different response times based on different things.
Sure.
And I'm not going to get into the details on that.
Sure.
You can always talk to law enforcement.
Fair
on how
enough.
that works.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily meet our needs at all times.
Good to know. Well, that's good for the public to know as well. I mean, the only way they can know about this is when this information gets out there, sometimes through different channels, and they can take it up with whoever they feel they should. One last question. Over the last few years, as you said, you feel you've got some degree of correlation between the homeless camp and whatnot and an increase, a rise in theft and damage like that.
Well, I would say noticeable theft, because this
Yeah,
is stuff
thank
that's
you.
noticeable.
Noticeable theft, yeah.
I can't tell you small things weren't disappearing.
Sure, and I don't mean to imply that, but during that period of time where you've identified it as you said, noticeable, what would you say is an approximate value of damages to the district related to those noticeable thefts?
I would say probably around $30,000 currently.
Wow.
One of the reasons we correlate this with is because when the contents of the Dropbox that were stolen, this person had a key apparently.
Mm-hmm.
They would come in and open the Dropbox, take some of it, and they were disposing of everything over in the park. And it was found by somebody that was hiking through the woods in the park. They found all the opened envelopes and the
Someone had a
checks.
key to that box.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's why if you went over and filmed it now, you'll see a heavy-duty lock and a bar running through it. So your standard keys that you would buy from the manufacturer don't provide you any ability to open that.
Interesting. Okay. Well, look, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for answering my questions. If you got a business card, I'd be happy to email you my video story when it goes out. I can't say when it's going to go out, but
Yeah,
I would
let me
mention
grab
within
that
the
for
next month and a half, I would guess.
Yeah, and the next time, especially public entities, come in and ask. They're not going to hide anything. They're not supposed to. So.
I certainly appreciate that, and you sound like you're a really great guy, and you're probably running things great here. I've run across districts in Washington State, like in Newport, for example. It doesn't work out like that.
No,
So-
this belongs to the public. They have a right to know. It belongs to the ratepayers. This is their utility. So, if people will come in and want to know things, with the exception of a few things that are protected, obviously,
Sure, obviously.
we're more than happy to
Yeah.
provide the information.
Well, I appreciate the transparency. Thank you. I will say you don't get that everywhere you go. So,
Well, that's our officials and their expectation. Like I said, the ratepayers here
No, they're not.
are owners.
fair enough.
Excuse me.
No, I'm a landlord.
I'm just gonna put the generic tenant,
Oh, okay.
like just that word in there and just the name of the place.
What the name is. Okay, as far as paying the bills for the electricity is used, just to keep it warm.
Yes,
How do I
Steve?
pay the bills for that, or will I get a?
Thank you very much, Randy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, let me
You
know.
have a good day, okay?
You too.
All right, take care now.
Yeah, what's that?
All right, there's Randy Screws, General Manager here at West Sound Utility District. Really great to get that information. Like I said, I was here actually looking into some sort of a L&I based issue. Now I find it really interesting that, as Randy had said it about 6 months ago, around April, there was a vehicle issue. So I was here checking that out, but what's not tracking is that I was told that it was a striking issue as opposed to a falling out of a truck and injuring an old injury, or re-injuring an old injury. So that's interesting. I'm going to do some public records requests on that. Really got a good feel out of Randy. I thought he was being really transparent. JJ, I thought that was a little weird how he seemed really hyped up about things, so I'm not really sure why that was going did. But that being said, it turned out good in the end. I've got more things to look into, obviously, and I will do so. Sheriff's Department was great. No sweat there. That one last guy that was next to me at the next to the Kitsap County Sheriff's Department vehicle. Boy, that guy was interesting. If you notice, he was kind of talking normal. As soon as the sheriff's deputy got out of the vehicle, all of a sudden it was, you know, a little more hyped up. He was, I guess you could say he was feeling a little more confident. So, found that kind of interesting, to be honest. But regardless, that's the information here today. That's the story. I think this definitely is going to have some more follow-up as it relates to the public records requests, and maybe even a little bit more follow-up elsewhere, depending on what I find. So that's it here for today, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Always love the comments. And I will see you guys at the next location. Thanks for watching. Take care.